Hi, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. I'm Richard Holcomb. Each week, we get up close and personal with the companies that rock New Mexico and take you behind the scenes to get the story behind the story. Get ready to whet your appetite for some great food as we meet Fred Schaller, General Manager of Bravo Cucina Italiano in Albuquerque's Uptown. We'll also travel north and see the works and hear the story of one of the masters of the Taos art community, Charles Collins. Then we'll talk with Joni Griffin of Griffin & Associates, who turns perceptions into facts. But first, let's meet Buck Buckner of Rain Tunnel Car Spas and learn about the science of a shiny, clean car.
Rain Tunnel is a legacy company here in Albuquerque. It's been here for 40 years. It was started in 1972. One of the unique things about Rain Tunnel Car Spa is that we're located in all your major business centers. We're downtown Old Town, we're University Hospital, and now our new location is lab-based focus. When you come to Car Spa, you're going to find a chemistry that's all about being environmentally friendly and gentle cleaning to your car. We don't use harsh chemicals. We use spot-free rinse that's removed all the solids from the water before the water is applied. I'm proud to say I'm a scientist, and Albuquerque, in its history, we've got quite a few people here in town that are scientists. I'm an engineer by training, degree, and license. I think I bring a lot to the table in really having an in-depth understanding of how to apply certain formulas and soaps to a vehicle to get the absolute clean, but we don't want to stop just there. We have brought forward technologies in all three car cleaning centers, right, that we believe delivers the best and the cleanest, shiny car that we can offer the patrons here in Albuquerque. The wash process begins by first fully wetting the car. We soak the car with high pressure water first and foremost, and then we put a pre-soak on the car. And this pre-soak is a foam that's generated similar to shaving cream. Once we apply the foam, which creates this lubricity for us, then the vehicle moves on into rotating wraps that we have in the car. They are hydraulically driven, but they begin to spin, and this particular material is extended as foam fingers, and they are actually softly touching the car and removing this loosened film and dirt from the car. This material is a man-made synthetic. It's a closed cell foam where it doesn't retain water, it doesn't retain dirt, and you're continuously running water on the foam, keeping it rinsed, keeping it clean, but it actually polishes the car as well. We have another material that we use in the wash that cleans the horizontal surfaces, and this material has microfibers that are 1/100th of a hair follicle. This particular fiber is so fine that it's so soft, and when it's applied to the car, it does not scratch or harm these important paint finishes and clear coats on the car, but it moves very slowly across the top and the horizontal surfaces, and it cleans all the horizontal surfaces in the car.
We blow every car out. They'll take that red towel with the airlines, they'll blow out all the mirrors, all the crevices on the car that may leak water when you leave the car wash. Sometimes that runs down the sides. It looks terrible. We blow all that out, make sure all that's gone. Once they've done that, they'll enter the vehicle with the airlines again, and they'll blow in between the seats. They'll get the vacuum, and they'll start vacuuming the top of the mats. They pull the mats out, they'll vacuum the bottom of the mat. They'll put the mat back in the vehicle, vacuum the mat again. They'll start at the top of the seats, vacuum from the top of the seat to the bottom of the seat.
When I bring my car to Rain Tunnel, I notice that they do an efficient job, but they also take the time to make sure that my car is actually clean.
Well, I think that when I come here, I know that the service is going to be good. I also know that the quality, my car's going to be clean. I don't have to touch it up later. It's consistent. It's always that way.
While some companies are focused on cleaning your car, Rain Tunnel's primary focus is on shiny clean. Shiny clean, and the brilliance of that vehicle, I think, creates the greatest appreciation for the vehicle.
Coming up, we'll take you to an Italian restaurant that truly rocks New Mexico.
It's back, the El Ranchito de los Niños Home of Your Own house raffle. It's your chance to win a D.R. Horton home and help provide what every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Not to be hurt.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
Win a beautiful D.R. Horton home at La Quintista in Northwest Albuquerque or $100,000 cash. It's simple, it's easy, and you're helping kids. Order by phone or online. Call 889-6040 or visit elranchitonm.org today.
Who Rocks is asking you to save the date for the 2013 Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. The most spectacular sights and sounds that you'll ever see. And to get you ready for this year's Balloon Fiesta, Who Rocks New Mexico is going to share highlights of last year's event. Enjoy.
I am Martin Grégoire. We're from Gatineau, Canada. And I'm flying the Super FMG. It is a special shape balloon. It is a superhero. It represents our festival, which is the first weekend in September, the Labor Day weekend in Gatineau, Quebec. This is Heather. She has never flown before, and she'll be flying with me this morning.
Hi, how's it going? I'm actually here from Idaho. It's my wedding anniversary. It's my first trip up in a hot air balloon. I cannot even tell you how excited I am. I'm about to jump out of my shoes here, so. As you can see, the balloon is up. We're about ready to take off. This is very, very exciting, looking right up the heart of the balloon here, but cannot tell you how exciting this is. I've never done this before. My very first trip to Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. Definitely be back. Great flight. I just cannot even express what the feeling was. It was just truly once in a lifetime experience. And how do I ever follow up another flight that's not a superhero?
All right, here is the balloonist prayer. The winds have welcomed you with softness. The sun has blessed you with its warm hands. You have flown so high and so well that God has joined in your laughter and set you gently back into the loving arms of Mother Earth. So let's have a toast to the best flight at the Albuquerque Hot Air Balloon Festival. Thank you.
Fiesta rocks.
Enjoy. Cheers.
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 Getting hungry? Well, there's a little bit of Italy right here in our backyard.
Welcome to the Bravo Cucina Italiana here in ABQ Uptown. This is a restaurant where you can come and have a great dining experience with some excellent Northern Italian food. In our dining area, we do have multiple private dining areas, or we have room for large parties. We also have patio seating. We have 2 patios located here. The guests love sitting out there. It's great for our happy hour. It's for our late night happy hour as well. People like to go out there and have some wine and some of our appetizers, or finish have dessert out there. Bravo has got a great ambiance with a quiet, relaxing atmosphere that's great for any time of the day.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I've been working here at Bravo for almost 5 years. This is a great place to work. I meet a lot of really great people. We have a lot of regulars here. A lot of travelers come through, which makes for a lot of interesting conversation. Bravo's Bar is a really nice place to come enjoy a couple cocktails. We have a really great happy hour that we have Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. The food is great. The drinks are really good. Yours truly makes a lot of them. And it's a great place to come and relax if you've had a kind of a long day at work.
Another great thing that we offer is our $7.95 lunch. It's a great price, and it's really nice that we can offer that type of a value for our guests, and our guests love it. We've gotten a lot of regular guests that come in. And one thing that's great that we can offer our regular guests is we've got a loyalty rewards card. They can come in and sign up with it. A lot of guests use it. It's real simple to use. And the first thing that's great about it, right when you sign up, you automatically get a free appetizer. So beyond that, then after that, then you also get an opportunity for your birthday, and your month of your birthday, you get a free entree. Throughout the rest of the months, we have different offers that you get. So you get something every month, and it's a great value to the guests, and our regulars love it.
You know, we have lunch here every Friday. Wouldn't miss it. It's great.
I love it. I love the people here are really friendly. Great staff. Serving staff is excellent.
I could sit here all day. I kind of like everything.
The food is excellent. I mean, I've had almost everything on the menu.
One of my favorite parts is family place. We can bring the kids. It's affordable. The portions are great. Very accommodating for the kids. So
I've been here for 7 years, and a lot of my cooks have been with me the entire time since I've opened this restaurant. And the great thing that I get from that is that they produce excellent food all the time. They're very consistent. They have a lot of pride in what they do. And I get guests that come in all the time and say, you know, one great thing about the restaurant is that the food never changes. You always do a great job with the food. It's very consistent. Another great thing that we offer here is that a lot of people don't maybe realize is that we offer great to-go food. So if you call ahead and place your order, you pull up, we've got some areas set out right in front of our to-go door that are only for to-go diners. You pull right in, and our to-go person will come outside, bring your food to you, take your payment, send you on your way. It works out really well. In our kitchen, we've got a brick oven of pizza. We do different selections of pizzas and flatbreads. We do our traditional pepperoni pizza. We also do a margarita pizza. One of the other things we do some flatbreads. We've got an excellent flatbread that we make with balsamic caramelized onions, with portobello mushrooms, and gorgonzola cheese. Our pizzas are very popular. But along with our pizza, we have excellent fresh salads. We have a pasta station. We also have a grill station. Some of our more popular dishes are salmon. We do a lot of steaks here. Our sandwiches at lunch work out very well. All of our pastas are made fresh to order. Love to invite you to come on down to Bravo here at ABQ Uptown. We're open 7 days a week. We got a table waiting for you.
Coming up, the Charles Collins Art Gallery.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you, and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's only one suite of up to 2,700 square feet still available, so act now. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706.
He's a sculptor, painter, and some say even a mystic. You be the judge. Meet Charles Collins, a Taos art master. Charles Collins is the most awarded artist in the history of the Taos Fall Arts Festival. His works were selected for a prestigious showing at the New Mexico Governor's Gallery, where former Governor Gary Johnson proclaimed a Charles Collins Day throughout New Mexico in his honor. He has been officially claimed a Taos Master by the Millicent Rogers Museum and was selected as the inaugural artist by Arlo Guthrie for the Guthrie Center in Massachusetts.
I was a little kid and I knew that I was going to be an artist. My mother was an artist and it just seemed to be the right thing to do. My art conveys the interconnectedness of all life on the planet, and I feel as though that's the whole point of my art, is the interconnectedness of all life and all beauty and all the cultures. I moved here in 1976 and was attracted to Taos because it was an art colony and because there was a pottery here for sale. And I was a potter at the time and a painter. Sculpture is a very demanding medium, and so is painting, but physically the sculpture sometimes really is very difficult to work in, but you push through and create something that's never been created before. One of my favorite pieces is this bronze sculpture of Lincoln, the mastermind piece, and it represents, of course, how he united the whole country, and he had this unshakable vision. And it's about how we all fit together as Americans. This is a wax for my newest piece that hasn't even gone into bronze yet. And it's the face of William Shakespeare, and it's about the mastermind of literature. And I've chosen his play Julius Caesar to represent his mastermind. This is Caesar, and he has the traditional sword of Rome, and the helmet is the traditional helmet, and on his back is the coat of arms for William Shakespeare that he designed himself. In the center of the shield diagonally is a jousting lance with a pen quill on the tip. And on the top is an eagle holding the jousting lance with the pen quill. And then this is Mark Antony, who was also Cleopatra's husband. And on his back is the cartouche for Cleopatra and the Egyptian symbols. And then the center figure is Cleopatra herself, with the crown of Isis and the cobras that represent Upper and Lower Egypt. The Christ sculpture is, of course, about the mastermind of Christianity. And it was actually the whole concept for the mastermind collection, the paintings and everything. When he said, "Where two or more are gathered in my name, there am I in their midst also." And that's what that sculpture group is about. There's Simon Peter, who's carrying a basket full of fish, and there's John, who's carrying a basket full of bread, and then of course Mother Mary in prayer for humanity. Well, I think everything comes in layers. It's like the sun rises and the light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. And through different shadows and filters, you begin to see different images. And the light becomes to a certain place, and it's like,
that's it.
It is again about the power of love, because art creates something different, and if it's done in the right way, the vibration of the art is like having a presence in your house or in your room. And it's such a wonderful thing. It's to bring joy. And that's what my gallery is about too, is to bring joy to people who come in and to share it with them.
Up next, meet one of New Mexico's top spin doctors.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? What makes one shop better than another? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. Experience? The more the better. Knowledge? Cars are complicated nowadays, and believe me, these mechanics need to know a lot. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives a mechanic to do the right thing every time. At American Tire, it's the first thing we look for in a mechanic. Of course they have the training, the certifications, the experience, and the knowledge. But heart is what makes it all work for you and for us. Our entire team is dedicated to professional service. We all know that's what it takes to bring you back. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Come ask for me by name, Doug Wilson. I'd love to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
What artists do with a paintbrush, Joni Griffin and her team at Griffin & Associates do with words.
People have a lot of confusion about what public relations is versus advertising, and oftentimes people think they're one and the same, and they're not. Public relations is what we call earned or free media. And so those are the news stories that you read or see or listen to on the radio. Advertising is paid space. and they really work hand in glove. Public relations should be a strategy that every business incorporates in their overall marketing plan. So when you are featured in the news media, whether that's an article or it's a blog or you're on TV in a positive light, that gives your company immediate credibility. So an example is the town of Taos. This is a client I'm particularly proud of. We have been doing the tourism marketing for the town for the past 5.5 years. And one of our strategies is that we send out press releases every single week on Taos, nationally and internationally. And what's happened with that is we're averaging now about 500 news stories a month mentioning Taos, some small publications and some very major ones. So Travel and Leisure in their September issue named Taos one of the best winter getaways. And then we send out a press release announcing that, and then that gets picked up by other publications like AOL just did that one. We sent out a press release about how dog-friendly Taos is. And we did some research, and there are more dog-friendly restaurants and hotels per capita than any other city in the United States. So we named Taos the most dog-friendly city in the United States. That got picked up majorly nationally. And so the PR just keeps repeating itself, and Taos now is at the top of all the really fabulous lists, and those lists just keep generating more media and more media and more media and more tourists.
You have to work at containing Joni, not motivating her. So she's a whirlwind. She's always got a new idea and a new direction to go, no matter what your budget is, no matter what your industry. Certainly tourism was not necessarily, when she began, a specialty of hers, but she made it a specialty, and she did incredible work for us.
So another example of a successful PR campaign is here locally, Mesa del Sol, which is a new housing development on the south end of town. Mesa del Sol had a few problems in the beginning. They kicked off with a bang, and then when the housing bust happened, they stalled for 3 years. And then 2011, we came in to take it over again, and the media was like, yeah, whatever. You know, are you really, is it for real? You started and stopped, now you're starting again. Yeah, sure. But we were successful in convincing the media of how successful the development is by once again sending out regular news releases. We did that locally as well as regionally, as well as nationally, and in industry publications. And in the 1 year time that we've had that contract, we've had over 500 stories placed on Mesa del Sol.
We've had phenomenal success in working with Griffin & Associates. Just the amount of public relations, news clips, and print media that we've received has provided a huge return on the investment.
Griffin & Associates was founded in January of 1990. We have 10 people that work here, and the average tenure of our employees is 14 years. So we've all worked together for so long. There is this synergy that happens amongst us where we can practically think each other's thoughts and usually finish each other's sentences. So when we're working on a client project, that creativity, that energy, that family relationship that we have really spurs us into all levels of new creativity.
You know, these people they're like an extension of my family, essentially, because I'm here with them all the time. And I think us being able to work so closely together, we really are able to give our clients just the best of all of us.
I mean, I think it says something too that we work in an office that is a home that's been converted into an office. So I sometimes joke, or when I bring clients here, you know, I'll say, you know, it's like I leave home and then I come home.
I moved to New Mexico in January of 1983, and at the time I thought I'd be here for 2 years. Well, here I am 30 years later. I love New Mexico. This community is unbelievable. I think it's one of the best places in the world to do business. People are so friendly and welcoming, and it's such a business-friendly environment, and it's a place where you can really make a mark. So it's why I've been here for 30 years, and I will be here as long as I'm here.
No water in Elephant Butte Lake? Who's kidding who? Coming up next.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
Albuquerque Business First invites you to join us in honoring and recognizing the New Mexico business community's 2013 top CEOs, the men and women who have done an outstanding job as corporate executive stewards. Come celebrate the top CEOs in New Mexico at our networking reception and awards luncheon, Thursday, October 17th, 2013, 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Albuquerque. For reservations and more information, go to albuquerquebusinessfirst.com/events.
Well, they say the water level in Elephant Butte Lake is down, and I want you to know that Who Rocks New Mexico traveled south to find out for ourselves the shocking truth coming up. It's been called the Jewel of the Desert, the largest body of water in New Mexico, surrounded by 200 miles of shoreline. And for camping, fishing, boating, water skiing, jet skiing, and just plain outdoor fun, the Elephant Butte Recreation Area is one big summer party for all ages.
What makes Elephant Butte Lake so great to recreate is the multitude of opportunities for people. There are many things to do on the lake. You can fish, there's swimming, there's wakeboarding, there's wake surfing, there's water skiing, and there's just hanging out. All those things are options on the lake.
Fishing right now is excellent here at Elephant Butte. Crappie, some of the biggest crappie I've ever seen come out of the lake has come out this year. I caught some from 1 pound to 2 pounds, and there was a 4-pound crappie came out of here.
We have most of the bass species represented in the lake. The striped bass is the big guy. They'll run this big, and they will. The lake record is 55 and change. There's also black bass, smallmouth bass, and the white bass. We've been in the top 10 in the country for white bass a number of years. Have some excellent guides here. These are the fishermen that are on the lake every day, whether they have a guide or not. They love to fish and they love to take people out and fish. The guides are very effective. When you go out with them, you generally catch fish.
This lake, whether it's up or down, doesn't make any difference. There's more shoreline here than you can even imagine covering in a day's time. And with it down like this, you have some sandy beaches that are just absolutely excellent to beach your boat and get out on and enjoy yourself.
Elephant Butte Lake is one of the few places in the country where you can come and park your tent or your RV right next to the water. You have your own beachfront property.
We've been coming here 20 years, and when we retired, we said that's where we're going to retire because we have the lake, the golf course, great shopping, and all kinds of off-roading activities and museums. When we first came here, the lake was full over the spillway, and we didn't have any beaches to camp on, and it was a little bit bigger lake, but even at the lowest level, this is the largest lake in New Mexico. Plenty of water, we don't have a shortage of beaches or anything. It's just a tremendous lake.
Well, that's Who Rocks for this week. If you'd like to watch any of our Who Rocks segments or find out how your business or organization can rock New Mexico, we invite you to go online to whorocksnm.com. One programming note, Who Rocks New Mexico will not be on the air for the next 2 weeks due to KOB's coverage of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. Be sure and come back and join us on October 20th for the next Who Rocks New Mexico. I'm Richard Holcomb. Be sure and thank our friends who serve in the military, and have a great day.